Coinbase preparing for the ETH merge in advance. Genesis cutting costs by firing employees. Pound-backed stablecoin in the makings. Crypto.com granted regulatory clearance in the UK. Bitcoin crashing to 10K is inevitable. Someone just bought a Bored Ape for 777 ETH. SHIB looks ready to go to the moon. Why do crashes occur? Russian Bitcoin miners are using energy relentlessly. El Salvador's Bitcoin future failing. Hello and welcome to the Daily Crypto. We are back with yet another news-filled video, so sit back and relax because what we have to share with you today is sure to get you back in the green. All you have to do is watch the full video because you don't want to miss out on any important parts. But before we start with the video, let's take a look at the Fear and Greed Index for today. Currently, the Fear and Greed is sitting at 30, which represents growing fear in the market. This is because investors fear that Bitcoin may collapse to create new lows at 10 to 12K. Moving on, Bitcoin is at 24,400 at the time of recording, whereas Ethereum is trading at 1,858. Let's start with the video. Coinbase, which is the most significant cryptocurrency exchange in the United States in terms of trading volume, has decided that it's vital to prepare for the merge by implementing a number of preventative steps. The most important preventative step that Coinbase is doing is to temporarily halt the withdrawals and deposits of ETH and other ERC tokens on its platform until the entire merge migration is finished. This is the key precaution that Coinbase is taking. According to the statement, this action will ensure that ETH and ERC20 tokens will be easily traded once the migration is over, and it'll also give users an experience that is consistent after the merge. As a defense mechanism against the ongoing cryptocurrency winter, the New York-based cryptocurrency broker Genesis has decided to reduce its workforce by 20%. In addition to this news, it was disclosed that Genesis CEO Michael Morrow will stand down on Wednesday as a result of significant losses that were associated with the failure of Three Arrows Capital. In July, the firm that is owned by Digital Currency Group brought a claim against the troubled cryptocurrency exchange in the amount of $1.2 billion. According to Morrow, Genesis has been able to limit losses after 3AC failed to meet a margin call, and he adds that DCG has taken part of the company's liabilities. Despite this, 3AC failed to fulfill a margin call. Genesis is the most recent company in the cryptocurrency industry to fall victim to the market downturn, which has already caused a number of prominent companies to reduce the number of employees. Keep watching because there's a lot of exciting stuff coming up, like England developing a central bank digital currency backed by the pound sterling. The Digital Financial Markets Initiative (DFMI) is the first pilot program in the UK to be led privately and aims to assess the possibilities for an ecosystem supporting digital currencies in the country. The pilot project will include an analysis of stablecoin backed by sterling, as well as a central bank digital currency for use in retail transactions. The launch of Project New Era is scheduled for the month of October, and its duration will range from 1 to 2 years. The goal of the project is to establish a public-private partnership that will explore the obstacles that must be overcome in order to put into practice a regulated stablecoin in conjunction with a CBDC. Project New Era will attempt to find a middle ground where cryptocurrency, more specifically stablecoins, and CBDCs can coexist in an amicable manner. This goal appears to be in line with the United Kingdom's goal of becoming a worldwide hub for digital assets. Talking about a worldwide hub for digital assets, one of the biggest crypto exchanges, Crypto.com, has received the green light from England to continue their operations with full regulatory compliance. Crypto.com, a platform for cryptocurrencies, recently made the announcement that it had obtained regulatory certification from the Financial Conduct Authority of the United Kingdom. Following receipt of the go-ahead, the company will be able to provide consumers located anywhere in the UK with crypto services that comply with all applicable regulations. On Wednesday, Crypto.com announced that it has been granted regulatory approval in the United Kingdom. This comes shortly after the company was granted permission to operate in Canada by Ontario Securities Commission, making it the first global cryptocurrency platform to be legally allowed to do so in that country. Loving these short but value-packed news? Take a moment to like this video and subscribe to our channel to keep watching videos like this on a daily basis. The move is a continuation of the momentum that Crypto.com has been building toward its increasing expansion across the world. The ecosystem currently includes more than 50 million users throughout the globe, and regulatory licenses have either been completely obtained or are currently in the process of being issued in a number of different jurisdictions across the globe. Next up is a clip from Gareth Soloway, who's a very successful trader and is calling for Bitcoin to dump hard. Take a look at this.
The easy way for us to tell is to look at this channel, right? So see this upsloping the bottom line, that's kind of keeping price in check. As long as price stays in here, I think you favor neutral to upside, maybe here or here. But if you break this line, this is a definitive trend line connecting all these lows, that's where I think you start to flush. You'll probably get a small bounce at the previous 2017 high and then eventually break through that. So I think, again, yeah, short-term neutral to positive on Bitcoin from here. And then again, later this year, you got to expect one more flush out. And it probably will be the nastiest and the worst in terms of fear, because always the end of cycles are the scariest, right? Where things, imagine seeing Bitcoin at 12 or 10,000, everyone's going to start to doubt, like, will Bitcoin survive? Can it survive? That's when you actually, as an investor, need to start thinking about really buying into it.
Gareth Soloway is an accomplished trader, and most of his predictions have played out perfectly. This time he's saying that Bitcoin could drop down to the 10 to 12K area if we break below this channel, which is very likely because this pattern is also known as a bear flag. As the name suggests, it's a bearish signal that is basically a small accumulation phase before it breaks into the downside. Where regular investors are scared about Bitcoin crashing again, there is a guy who spent $1.5 million on a rather special NFT. Keep watching to learn about the details. Bored Ape Yacht Club is one of the most well-known NFT collections that has had some image problems recently, which led to the price falling massively. However, an NFT enthusiast bought Bored Ape number 5853 for 777 ETH, amounting to about 1.5 million at the time of recording this video. 777 is considered to be a lucky number, but only time will tell how lucky this purchase actually was. Are you feeling lucky too? Then you might want to buy some SHIB because it's about to make a massive move. The anticipation around the merge coincides with the launch of Shiba Inu's newest game, Shiba Eternity, which has already broken into the top 50 of the Apple Store. As a result, Shiba Inu, the meme coin, is currently leading the surge in the cryptocurrency market this week. In addition to this, retail adoption is increasing at a quick rate because of the forthcoming SHIB clothing line and acceptance by Uber Eats US and DoorDash, which are the two largest food delivery services in the United States. Not to mention Wellies, which is a restaurant in Italy that has a Shiba Inu motif and has aspirations to open locations in other countries in the not-too-distant future. In the end, as retail adoption continues to rise, people all over the world will have to get used to seeing the adorable face of the Japanese dog. It's already up 58% this week, but this run pales in comparison to the previous runs that Shiba Inu has had in the past. Adding some SHIB to your portfolio would be a great thing to do because when it breaks out, the gains could be massive.
There's no demand pull inflation. What we have is currency devaluation. The Fed printed 50% of all the money that's existed in the history of our republic. Think about this. 256 years, half of the money in the past 24 months.
Insanity.
That's what we're seeing. Like, I live in Chapel Hill, North Carolina. Housing prices went up 40% in the last 12 months. Did my house grow? Did it get more efficient? No, it actually wore out. Actually, I had to put money into it to keep its value. What happened is the currency we value it in, the dollar, went down a lot. It was, oh, no, the dollar's strong. Right. No, it's not. You're looking at DXY. DXY compares the US dollar to the yen and the euro and a couple other things. And the fact that the yen and the euro are even more toilet paper than the dollar doesn't make the dollar strong. The dollar versus the renminbi over the last 2 years is flat to down a little bit. The renminbi is the ascendant currency. The dollar is in decline. It's been the world reserve currency for 70 plus years, but that's rapidly coming to an end.
Mark Yusko explains how the devaluing of currencies is related to the fall of the markets. Since the Fed has printed 50% of all money in just 2 years, inflation has gone through the roof, and people are struggling to make ends meet. What happens when people can't afford even their necessities? They are no longer able to save enough money to invest in financial markets. Eventually, a lack of capital inflow causes the markets to break down and crash. As the Bitcoin mining sector continues to grow in the country, reports indicate that in 2021, Russian miners used a staggering 1.25 gigawatts of electrical power to fuel their activity, which is over double the amount of power they used in 2020. According to the experts, the rate at which Russia's annual increase in the amount of electricity consumed for cryptocurrency mining has been trending upwards relentlessly since 2017, and has increased by at least 150% every year. In the year 2020, Bitcoin miners in Russia consumed 0.728 gigawatts of power in order to power their mining operations. Large-scale industrial crypto miners are responsible for between 40 and 45% of the overall Bitcoin mining activity in Russia. Analysts believe that this percentage will likely increase at a rapid rate in the years to come. In a time when people throughout the world are trying to cut back on their energy usage in order to combat climate change, miners in Russia are acting in a manner that is counterproductive and damaging to the world in which we live. The news organization is typically against President Nayib Bukele's administration, as well as the president's ambitions to promote the use of Bitcoin. It cited information obtained from the Central Reserve Bank that indicates that a total of 120.46 million entered the country using digital currency wallets between September 2021 and June 2022. That is only 1.8% of the total remittances of USD 6.4 billion that were transferred to the country during the same time period, the majority of which came from Salvadorians living outside the country. The data also reveals that USD 29.68 million was transferred in BTC via the cryptocurrency wallets in the month of October 2021, which was 1 month after El Salvador approved Bitcoin as a form of legal cash. Since then, on the other hand, senders have not transferred more than 20 million USD every single month. During a few of those months, that number dropped to somewhere around the 10 million US dollar mark. We hope you enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to subscribe and press the bell icon so you never miss another upload, because we'll continue to provide you with valuable content that will help you make money. See you guys in the next video.